and then let's say Disney stock, 90. So 93.33, and then Netflix, which would be
327,
which would be my choice. If I had to sell, I'd go to Netflix. They need to start thinking in a live, something live.
See, that's the thing that for me was the delineating factor in my head when I would hear companies like Disney, Netflix, Comcast. Well, Comcast is kind of a different entity because they're so far-reaching. I'm saying to myself, well, okay, streaming, Disney could definitely do well with that, and Netflix, of course, it's got the platform already.
They got ESPN.
Yes,
Disney
owns right.
At one time, Global Wrestling was on ESPN at 4:00 when I came home.
AWA too. I used to catch my AWA there. But the live event part of the business, which is still a big part of it, none of these companies have experience managing. And that's a whole other animal.
Okay,
live event and travel.
But you don't need that, because what you do is, okay, now let's take the show Wednesday that just came out.
Yes.
So Wednesday, if anybody doesn't know, it's a spinoff of Wednesday, who is the Addams Family's daughter. Cathy Zeta-Jones plays Morticia. I can't think of the Spanish actor's name that plays Gomez, and but it's basically based on this young girl. Yeah, Luis Guzman is
love Luis Guzman.
And what's the girl from what's Wednesday's IMDb? The girl that plays her.
The current Wednesday?
Gina Ortega. What's her IMDb, guys? Because it was one a couple days ago.
Oh, her rank.
Yeah, her rank.
Oh.
You're gonna have to have IMDb Pro. If you don't have IMDb Pro, you won't be able to get a rank.
I have it.
But anyway, you got it?
I'll get it.
So I'll just continue with where we're going. Issue number 1. Boom.
That's it.
Number 1. Okay. So they go 28 days. They show the show for 28 days. How many hours do you think were watched in 28 days?
Total. So how many episodes were there? Like maybe 8?
6, 8.
All right. So if
It's
couple
about
of million people watched each episode. So let's say 5 million people watch each episode. So that would be 40 million.
Close. 1.25 billion hours of watched television.
That's amazing.
The only thing that's ever beat it was the season 4 of Stranger Things, which was, and I wrote that down somewhere here. It was.
I didn't think they were getting that kind of action on Netflix.
Is it that?
Stranger Things, I can kind of see that. My kids watch that like mental patients.
Okay, so here, I'm sorry. It was 123 billion for Wednesday, 135 billion for Stranger Things, and then from December 6th to January the 1st, that short period of time, the gimmick about the Prince Harry, that did 22.5 million.
So, all right. So you're saying give me that number again. It was
1.23 billion.
23 billion. Okay, you said 123 billion. I got it. 1.23 billion. And then Harry was only 22 million.
22
Harry
million.
and Meghan.
But the Dahmer thing was like 900. Oh, in the course
900 million?
900, maybe 920, something like that, million for the same 28-day period. So if you were to take a show and say it's Raw, and Raw runs a beautiful 52 weeks a year,
Mm-hmm.
and you take that and you cut that in half, and you still got way more episodes than anything else that you're going to throw on Netflix, and then you take 3 days on each one of those episodes, and you do what we talked about and pick up the production, at least 3 camera shoots, dialogue, and you pick that up, I think that it's a home run. And at the same time, it's not like you can't tour live and do it. Like, don't have it. It's, you don't run Tulsa, you just run and you're still going to fill the arenas that you need to fill because you need to shoot the actual the program.
So it's the televised cities is what you're going to run.
Yep.
So you're running a couple of times a week, and plus your pay-per-view, and that would be it. You're saying so you can reduce the reliance on the travel department and the live event department with a company like Netflix, because it could use its streaming muscle to make up that revenue.
But and a millionfold.
Mm.
And Wesley's saying, you're saying release all the episodes at once. No, you release them at eight episodes at a time. You go eight episodes, then there's 10 weeks off. 8 episodes. You're talking right now that like Wednesday won't be back on for probably 4 to 6 months, probably.
Oh, more than that, probably. Yeah, probably closer to a year. But you're saying that for the wrestling model,
you can give
fans that every 4 weeks.
You could give it 4, 6 weeks, whatever. But I just think it's just an option. It's something to look at. And with those kind of numbers, and they would be the only live, like a sporting event thing that they would have, when you could actually, when it's like you could live stream it just as it is and not change it to a show.
They would have to add a live streaming element to it because results would become spoilers based on who's in the audience. So your pay-per-views would still have to.
What's the difference between some jackass telling you the finish of episode
Wednesday?
Episode 6, or what's the difference?